What's up, my dudes? Today I'm making a tutorial for y'all on the aerial switch or A switch. Cool tricky move. It's not very popular. There's really no other tutorials of it on YouTube, so I wanted to inform you guys about how cool this trick is and how it's not too hard to do yourself. So I don't recommend you start trying to learn this trick until you have your aerials standing very solid, so that you know you're ready to go on to cooler, more advanced stuff. Because if you're just learning aerials or you're not consistent yet, you can't do it standing, this will be much harder. So like I said, you most definitely want to have a standing aerial. I'm really tired today and I've been taking a little bit of a break, so I apologize for the quality of the tricks I'm going to be demonstrating from right now. But like I said, you want a good standing aerial that you can land even on an off day. Do the aerial switch running for sure. So get like 3 to 5 steps. I'll show you what my usual run up looks like. I get a good gallop before I go into it. I go like, that's a good amount of steps to get a lot of power and speed and to make it a lot easier when you try it at first. The main difference I see in the technique, besides the obvious part, is what you do with your arms. So you can already change what you do with your arms a lot with aerials, but when I do aerial switch, I never pull up with my arms. I always go out like I'm doing a front half kind of, or a brandy. I'll demonstrate that in a moment. So when I go with my arms, it's like this. Up and out instead of down and up for lift. First off, do a running aerial with that weird arm technique so you get used to it. It won't be as good as your normal aerials, but you should still try it anyway. So like this. Now the next progression is a trick called the brandy, which is essentially a no-handed round-off, but you can think of it more like an aerial where you come down with both feet at the same time. So you can do this as a setup for a backflip, and I recommend you learn this trick to help with that, but for now you can use it as a halfway point into the aerial switch. So do that exact same technique, except it won't take that much mental effort, but just try to bring both legs down together, like this. So if you could do that, you're basically on your way to being done already. So you take that, the brandy, which is what that two-footed aerial is called, and then you do the same exact thing, except on your way down, you let your jumping leg kick hard enough that it swings through onto the ground before your kicking leg. That was difficult for words there. So when you watch a video of a good aerial switch, I'll put one up if I can't do them good enough here. That leg kicks around really fast compared to what it normally does, and even faster than the normal kicking leg. So trying to kick your leg around fast can mess you up. So just think of it like this. Just picture you're going for a brandy and then kicking your leg down, because if you go into it and you're already trying to get this leg ahead of it, you're not going to jump and it's going to be too low. Switch legs on the way down, not on takeoff, and you should be able to do it relatively easily depending on how good you are at this point. Let's see if I can do it with just a skip step. Pretty rough, but still counts. That is actually it for this tutorial. There's not a whole lot of technique to get into because it's basically just a slight change of how you do a normal aerial. Pretty simple, but it does look very cool, and it's nice to do aerial variations because there aren't too many of them, and they're not too difficult to do. So good way to add tricks to your list without being incredibly talented. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next tutorial or other cool video. Peace.